Okay. So, had my day today at work. Only did a half day because I got to work 6 days. Shit, it's supposed to be off. Wait, what the? Yeah. We won't talk about little Miss Muffet right there.
Hi.
Walking. She'll be back. So, yeah, today's been a fun day. Like the kind where you can go postal. Just people getting too close. It's weird, and I get made fun of all the time because, okay, you work out in the public, and you work in the public, but just because I work out in public does not mean you can touch me. And I have a very big thing about being touched. And my kids believe me, my kids mess with me every chance they get because they hate me. I hate being patted on the back. And what does my oldest, wonderful, who quotes himself as the favorite child, say? Yeah, he pats me on the back like frickin' no other, the little bastard. But anyway, we're getting close. It's just, with everything going on, it's like, yes, I've been vaccinated. Yes, I've had COVID. Yes, I'm not wearing a mask. But please, for the love of God, just try to keep a little bit of distance. Show a little bit of respect. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. How do you feel when you go out in public? Do you like people close to you? Do you mind? Do you not mind? Do you wear a mask? Have you had it? What were your symptoms? Can you still not taste and smell? I have 20% taste and smell. 20. So the steak and stuff that I eat, I still got to post that on Instagram. I can't taste it. Can't taste a freaking thing. But, oh well. Still remaining positive. I still tell myself, my dollar amount, the 40 acres. My dollar amount, 40 acres. Because that place is just, oh, I want it. Anyway, we'll be squirreling a lot. So I did that one video when we went to Parowan and went to this phenomenal place called Dry Lakes Ranch. So this is breakfast sausage. That's weird. I've never seen it like this. It kind of freaks me out, but it's actually kind of cool. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is, the girl went to go get me a drink, maybe, is I'm going to end up, look at my fat belly I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, I am working on it. Yeah, it makes me look fat. I'm really not. Anyway, so I'm going to cut this sausage basically kind of into steaks. Something that I really can't stand and I think is gross. And some people love it. Hey, more power to you. Spam. This seriously looks like it came out of a Spam thing. But I'm not insulting you, Dry Lakes. All I'm saying is the sausage looks really funny. Ooh. I can smell a little, nothing really. So I'm going to be putting these in a small one because the wifey poo wants breakfast for dinner. So I am going to make some breakfast for sausage. So I'm going to cut up and cook the rest of the bacon I got from the Dry Lakes because they had bacon. I did get myself a brisket today at work because they were on sale. And might as well get one because they were dirt cheap and can't get stuff sometimes at work. Okay. So that's all done. Give me a second. All right. So I'm going to turn this on to kind of a medium-low heat. And put this in there. I still need to show you guys the sauces I made. Let me grab them out of the fridge. I'm not using any of my sauces today, okay? Okay! Which one is this one? Okay, that's peach. and this one's my apple. So these are the sauces I made. Barbecue sauce is homemade. 12-ounce bottles that I'm going to sell for $5. This one is the white peach raspberry barbecue sauce, and then this one is the Granny Smith raspberry barbecue sauce. Both phenomenal. I put them on my fillets with 3 pieces of bacon wrapped around it. Freaking amazing. Oh my. Like O-M-double-O-G. Oh my God, they were so good. And then I still have my delicious raspberry sauce. Now this sauce is so good where you can actually just put it on your finger and just, or a spoon, and just put like a little whipped cream or something and just eat it. It's so good. So I got to do some more because I do have, like I was saying in one, I have a restaurant that actually wants me to bring some back. So here's this bacon I got from the Dry Lakes Ranch. So probably gonna grab, this is typically, unless I'm doing candy bacon, typically how I cook my bacon is I do about a very, very medium heat. I going from low 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 9, and then high I put it at a 5, so it's very, very medium. So when I cut them in half, they're very thin. This bacon is. So we're gonna have some bacon, we're gonna have some sausage, some eggs, and my wifey Pooh. We're not married legally. I have not asked her. We've been together for 10 months. Believe it or not, we've been living together since March. I kind of broke some of my rules with her. I always told myself, okay, if I get in a relationship with somebody, date them for at least a year, and then before moving in, date them for a full year, and then live together at least for, let's say, a year. But Danielle is my better half. She's home. You know how when there are those people that just have that, where I'm gonna just kind of clean my fingers a bit in this soapy gooey sauce that we have for dishes that she does. But Danielle is home. She has her things, like we all have. We all have some type of baggage. I do not believe that the no drama crap. We all have some form of drama. We have some sort of baggage. How we choose to deal with that and present that to the world, that's a different story. But when I hear these people, I'm drama free. I have no drama in my life. Typically, those are the people I absolutely run away from, because those are usually the people that have the most freaking drama you can think of. Maybe not everybody. However, bacon. I just want the small one. I just need something small. Where's the small one? Right here. Danielle, and she'll share, is Danielle has anxiety. Some days are good, some days are bad. And she has said that I can say these things. She has depression. I have never been a depressed There are times that I get down and sad, but it is not something that I have to deal with every day. But with Danielle, when I just talk about her, she's home. It's weird. It's weird when our days off don't match and she's working and I'm home. It just doesn't feel like home unless she's here. And we're quirky, we're goofy. She makes me laugh. So I owe a lot to her, and when I asked her to move in, it was weird. It was just kind of like one of those, hey, your lease is up. You want to move in? Something totally unexpected. When one of my kids met her, it is so funny. My daughter met her. They had a good time chatting. And then afterwards, my daughter comes to me and goes, privately, she goes, Dad, if you fuck this up, I'm taking her side in the divorce. So it's nice to hear. Still being my positive. My 40 acres, Missouri. I still got that house that needs to be finished because it's just basically guts. It's framing with absolutely no insulation. Then there's parts where, I'll give you an example. So on a wall like this right here will have sheetrock down, and then this all the way to the ceiling will have insulation but no sheetrock. And then the bathroom's not even close. There's nothing. They put up the bathroom sheetrock and all that, but there's just things to there's just so many fun things to do. So that is my goal. Ooh, this is actually looking really good, how I'm doing this sausage. I'll show you here. I'm just flipping them right now. Cutting them how I did. Oh, wow. Was actually kind of smart to do. I'm putting the thicker pieces in the middle, so that's where the most heat is drawn. And the bacon is starting to cook. Bacon I have out of 5. The sausage here I have at a 4.5. I don't want to cook them too fast, because then you get a lot more grease and everything. So just remember, looking for sponsors, endorsements. Do it yourself. Build a house. I'm not a flake. Oh, believe me. If I had the dollar amount right now, for those watching that might be from work, sorry to say, I'd give 2 weeks notice, buy the house, and I'd probably be gone. If I could get out of my lease, I would probably be gone 4 to 5 weeks. I'd be gone. So, but I'm still keeping the faith. Let's see. Ringing in ears, somewhat good, somewhat bad. Last night, I had to do a 13-hour day. I had a guy call out. So I worked 7 hours, went back, and then I worked another 6. So by 11 o'clock at night, my ears were massively ringing. Something I'm doing is I'm using Danielle's iPad, and the old music she has on her iTunes is a frickin' crack up. Oh, and I need to show you the sausage. I will. So I put in headphones, because for some reason my AirPods Pro do not like staying in my ears. So I've got another pair that's corded They wrap around, and I use those, kind of fall asleep, and it really does help. But taking my medicine. All right, so sausage time. There we go. So that's after flipping, and I'm going to probably turn it down now so you can see. I wish I could really flip the screen here. 4. So it looks like it's really lean sausage because I'm not seeing a lot of grease. The bacon I just flipped and added another one. That one, hopefully you guys got that. There we go. That one is good. And no, talked to my big sis yesterday. Got to talk to my kids soon. I haven't heard from them, but they get kind of busy. Two are in school. One's a Marine. And gotta send them all a message and be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, the honey pie is home. And now she can start talking. Oh, honey, the sausage.
Oh my gosh.
So I cut them thick.
Yeah.
So when I'm cooking them on a slow heat, I'm just kind of starting to brown them. I know.
It smells really good.
So I kind of talked to them and told them a little bit about the things you deal with every day.
Yeah.
I didn't go into too much detail but I did say that I was authorized to say things, but more detail will be for you.
Yeah.
Because for us and being healthy, mental health, physical. Oh, these are cold. Is a big deal because we need to take care of our bodies, not just the physical aspect, but the mental aspect.
Most definitely.
So
sometimes that's hard though.
And you can tell them what I try to do to help. So you can get in front of the camera while I'm cooking, and you can talk to them.
I'm so dressed in my work clothes.
So, basically, this shirt has spots on it, and it's like a new shirt.
And I'm a hot mess.
Yeah, and so am I. I'm worse than a hot mess. So you can talk to them and tell them a little bit. I just said about your anxiety and depression, but I said you can talk about how you deal with some of it.
Well, dealing with it sometimes comes from Justin making me do things. Once I get out of the house, going for rides, that's one thing that's...
It's not mean.
Yeah. Just riding in the truck. That's one thing calms me down. I don't know. Actually, to be honest with you, it's been really bad lately, so I don't, What do you do?
I don't know. It's just, well, before you were like a homebody. Like when you got off work, it's like you went home and hid.
Yeah.
And
I still do want to do that, but you make me get out, which is good. I've learned a lot in the last 10 months.
Yeah, because I don't like sitting at home, and that's...
No.
And that's kind of the reason why when I'm like, in some ways, like I'm joking about, the sponsors and endorsements, because we both want to go.
Yeah, I need a change.
We want to build like this house. It's something we want to do. And when we sat down and talked numbers and finances and what it would take to, ensure that we could not have to work and how long it would take to finish the house and the things we wanted to do, we put in a dollar amount and then trying to figure things out. I think one of the biggest expenses other than the property is going to be the solar array that we want to do.
Yeah, that and the water.
No, I don't think the water is going to be as bad because I think those big tubs, I saw a place here that had them, and I was gonna go look and just. No, it was it in Parawan that we saw 'em?
No, in Paragona. Paragona, when we were going to look for the first meat market.
But there was a place that had them. There's a place right up the road.
Oh.
That has those big water containers.
Okay.
So what's that one YouTube channel where they did the
Life Uncontained.
Life Uncontained. So they did their own water. That's where I'm like, ooh, this sounds really cool. Is you got those big, huge like water containers, and then they cut the top off to be able to collect the water.
Yeah.
So for rain and everything, and then I guess they set up a pump where from their house.
Cool.
It was a cool way they did it.
And they had they built like a shed thing for where they actually collected the water.
No,
from.
that's the water purifier.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, it was.
Ooh. I need a plate.
Oh.
Because some of this bacon is really thin, so it's going to cook really fast.
I forgot we didn't get the other. It's not.
Because then I'm going to have to use one of these for the potatoes. So they had it where they also built a pump where they had on the house, because with the storage containers, they built kind of a slant roof. Mm-hmm. Then they put the eaves around it, and then they had pipes that went down so it would pump water. When it collected there, came down off the roof, run down, and then it got pumped into that where they could collect it. So those are the things we want to do, like for a greenhouse. We want to build a greenhouse to be able to have our own food, our own vegetables, fruit.
Yeah, that's exciting. I want a greenhouse really bad.
And then the solar array to try to clean energy and try not to use electric. So those are the things we were looking at. So like the most expensive thing, and then building, I'll definitely have to do a crap ton of research to build one that kind of goes with the seasons, but that depends how the sun exposure is. I'd have to see where.
Yeah.
But just different things that we found and we saw, that's what we want to do. So we figured like a certain dollar amount, and then it would be, I think, at least 2 years.
Yeah.
We could go at least probably 2 years without having to work, and then hoping that this channel here picks up momentum, and maybe do a little bit from here, earn a little bit from like that, maybe find ways to work from home,
or just get part-time jobs.
Or just part-time jobs, yes, because most everything would be paid for.
Yeah.
But we were thinking it's at least 2 to 2.5 years. I think we could finish the entire house, the greenhouse, water collection, and solar array.
Yeah.
And so I'd have to teach myself welding, electrical, plumbing.
That's what the internet's for.
And of course, that's what this is all for, the internet. So, but yeah, those are our plans and our goals. So when we wake up every day, we're telling ourselves certain things.
We're trying to be positive.
Positive
Every day. And it's hard, but being positive changes a whole lot of things.
It does. And like when Danielle and I started dating, she really had issues going out. Like it was probably, out of all the times we spent together, we'd probably go out maybe once. She really didn't like it when we drove to St. George, which is just about a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
But, because of her anxiety, because of what she's done or how she got conditioned over the last 3 years or 4 years. 4 years. And most people that know me know that sitting at home, I can't just sit at home. That actually gives me anxiety. gets it where I'm bad.
Yeah, I know.
So we do sometimes have to make compromises.
Yep.
On our days off, we definitely try to do stuff. Today, work schedule we couldn't, but usually if we're working till like noon, if we go in at 4 a.m. and work till noon, when we get home, we'll change and be like, look, just change, let's get in the car, let's just drive. So sometimes we'll go to St. George, we'll drive up to Cedar Breaks, Bryan Head.
Yeah, you gotta switch it up though.
In the next, we did that big 3-hour drive when we went to Kolob Lake.
That, and we also went to Salt Lake one day.
She was awesome on the drive to Salt Lake, and it's before I got the truck. And Salt Lake is about, if you drive the speed limit and do everything.
He does not do, by the way.
It takes about 4 hours to get to Salt Lake.
Yeah.
It took us 3.5.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Maybe a little less.
I like the speediness, but sometimes it's scary.
And so when we went to Salt Lake, we were downtown. We looked at a Ford dealership.
Yeah, that was how many months ago?
Oh, God, that was a while.
Was that in, like, July or
No,
June?
I think that was in May.
No.
Yeah, because
but
it wasn't hot.
We walked around the temple grounds.
Temple Square, and saw how deep they're building it.
Yeah, it was insane because they're renovating it.
Oh, they're redoing the foundation, because I guess how the foundation is, it's not built for earthquakes. So they're actually taking the temple, the Salt Lake Temple, which when I went there as a kid, I was thinking it was huge, but it's not as big being an adult.
No.
But what they're doing is they're going to go in and they're actually going to lift it and make it earthquake proof.
Yeah, because it's on the fault line or whatever is what they're saying, or close to it. So it was interesting to see all the dirt dug out and the tunnel.
The tunnel that goes basically from the temple over to the tabernacle.
Yeah.
And even if you're not Mormon LDS, I would definitely suggest going down there and seeing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's boggling that they're going to take this structure and actually raise it without tearing it down or doing anything. They're going to literally raise that thing. That's the weirdest, coolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was like, it was really cool to see. So, yeah, I didn't think it would be that interesting, but it's actually really, really cool. So, yeah, we did that for a little while.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went there and came back.
Well, I hadn't been to Salt Lake in, never maybe.
Didn't you say one of your sisters got married there?
Oh, my brother.
Or your brother.
Yeah, but that was, 18 years ago, 15 years ago.
18,000 years ago?
Yeah, so it's been a long time.
All right, so I'm going to show you the bacon. We've been chatting, so with her anxiety, it actually helps me getting her out. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's new. And for me, sometimes she knows that I have to get out, and she bears with me.
Yeah.
And as much as she doesn't, but riding in the truck, which she loves, though, right now. She loves this truck.
I do.
It's smoother than anything, but it helps her, and, she'll be anxious for, probably about 5 minutes into it, and once we get on the freeway, we're joking, laughing, making fun of each other, whatever.
So, it really does make a difference if people understand. And sometimes, when I have anxiety or depression, I don't explain it, I don't express myself, and that's, I think, how a lot of people are. But Justin is kind of, figured me out. I haven't even really, as far as helping with it, he's done a lot and understanding. But I've also explained a lot to him how hard it is and
Well, sometimes it's not easy to tell somebody your weaknesses, but at the same time, I know when when and when not to. And sometimes it's just, if you have a loved one, a significant other, even a kid, and if you can start reading them, which
he does really well, by the way, and it's kind of scary sometimes.
sometimes it's like there's been times where I've told her what she's thinking, and it freaks her out, and she literally gets freaked out.
Well, who wouldn't? Let's be honest.
But sometimes it's just being there and just doing things like, hey, I need to go lay in bed. Okay.
It's called being understanding. A lot of people don't understand, especially people who don't have anxiety or depression. So it's really hard because Justin doesn't really have it, but he has come a long way as to trying to understand mine.
There's been people in my life that do have depression, that have been diagnosed with bipolar, and trying to understand and being with somebody who actually is bipolar, you have to be incredibly patient, you have to be understanding, but most of all, you have to be supportive. Yeah. Because there are times when they can't get out of bed. Like literally, they'll call in sick because they can't. And if you love the person, you do what it takes. But
and I appreciate that.
You don't have that, but you have.
I have other issues.
Well, we all have freaking issues. I'm just like a man-child sometimes.
Yeah, mine's mild compared to a bunch of other people.
But we do have our dream, and our goals, and what we want to do, and just have fun and build shit and work together, paint shit, build shit, all that kind of stuff. So just remember, if you have a rich uncle, and believe me, I'm really not greedy. My dollar amount is actually under $1 million to last 2 years and to buy a house that is not finished in any way, shape, or form, to finish it and do the things I want to do, and I can do it for less. That's not bad. But positive vibes, everybody.